the constraint here is the Senate with a $1.5 trillion chunk they got to fit the thing into. They got to fit it into 1.5 trillion. I've yet to see a single analysis that agrees that can occur. How will they change it to make the square peg get in the round hole?
Well, you've got the question. I don't have the answer for you. This is now devolved into politics. John talks about tax reform, but all I'm hearing about are tax cuts, which is a different kettle of fish. And if you talk about phrasing this as tax reform, I agree there are ways to improve the system. I even agree with Senator Rubio that there are ways to make it more equitable that should be undertaken. But that's not what this conversation is boiling down to. It's boiling about distributing tax cuts to where they're politically most effective. And that's just doozy bots in an economy that the newly appointed Fed chair just told us, by all measures, has already reached full employment by most standard measures. Why do we need more tax cuts at this point?
Francine, jump in.
Carl, isn't this what the American people voted for? This was one of the platforms for the election of President Trump. Am I wrong?
Yeah, so we can talk about what the American people voted for, and then we can talk about what the economy needs. And what the economy needs right now, in my opinion, is not more gross macroeconomic stimulus. We can use a redistribution of income. We can use a tax reform to make our tax system better, more effective, more equitable to middle-class families as well as to higher-income families and lower-income families. There are ways to redistribute the pie. But that's not what we're getting. We're getting a collection of tax cuts with very, very little real reform coming out of it.